you are entering a season of the best no's you've ever heard. You're going to be hearing a whole lot of no's, but those no's are going to be followed by the most impactful yes. And I know you could be frustrated right now. You could be taking things personally, like, why are people telling me no? Why are they shutting me down? Why are they making me feel ick? Why are they making me feel bad about something normal that I need? Or there is something that's going on with you that this is normal to you. What you do every day, grinding it out, that's normal. It's light work to you. But there are people that you are coming across that are terrified of you. And the reason they're terrified of you is because you're acquainted with the facts. People can't run game on you and then think that they're going to get away with that, or that you're just going to let them. You are not letting anyone steamroll you. You're not letting anyone run amok. You're not letting anyone run buckshot. So last week, you could have been thinking about giving someone the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you were going to go on a date with them. Maybe you were going to collaborate and you were really excited, though you had your doubts. You're like, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot because you're being more open-minded. You are realizing, okay, they might not be my usual type, but I'm going to give it a chance. And that is why you are entering a season of the best no's you have ever heard. Yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of no. That's going to be followed by the most emotional yes. You are about to have a very big breakthrough with people, places, and things. This breakthrough is about having stronger alliances and not people that are intimidated of you. So whether you look at that as a soulmate or your soul tribe, these people belong in your arena. They belong in your circle. You might have to compromise or reach further or kind of extend yourself, but listen to your intuition. It is being amplified. Let's say last week you thought, I'm going to give this person the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to be open-minded. You passed that test. You were being initiated. You said, okay, I'm open to it. I'm going to listen. And you were rejected. You could have been rejected in this last week 4 or 5 times. Minimum. Rejected. And that doesn't feel good when we are overcoming PTSD, CPTSD, or, we're the generational curse breaker. Doesn't mean that it feels good. We know that we're resilient. We know that we can bounce back. We know that we can pivot. We know all of this. It doesn't mean it doesn't feel good when people are like, I'm not judging you, or it's nothing personal. That it is personal. Take it very personal. Don't harp on it or stay there too long in that emotion, but it is personal because you are not the one to play with. You are about to have a very big breakthrough with love, with unions, with allies, with supporters. You are leaving an old way of doing things behind where you would be around people that don't really want to be around you. You're like, if I have to go further, I'll go further because I am not going to go where I don't feel welcome. I am not going to go where I don't feel wanted. You were paving your own way. And all of the people that you were trying to give the benefit of the doubt to last week, they now don't even deserve to be in your presence because they found out very quickly that you know more than you lead on, that you are very acquainted with the facts, that you have a lot of wisdom. So there are people right now that are intimidated or threatened by the fact that you have a lot of wisdom and that you're standing on it. And I don't know, it's like people are taking the coward way out. And you might want to take it personal, but you should not. You're going to be hearing no's. And every time you hear no, there is a very big yes around the corner that is right. It doesn't mean that it's not going to feel great. And people are like, oh my gosh, yeah, I can't do that. Like, are you crazy? This is just a normal Tuesday for you, a normal Wednesday, a normal Thursday, whatever day of the week it is when you see this. This is normal for you. But it's not normal for the people that you're coming across. You're very impressive. You're going through a major breakthrough with being open-minded, being more receptive to the relationships that the divine is trying to bring you. And you're going to have to hear some more convenient no's. I don't know how to explain that. The no's that you're hearing are not the right fit. This person is not right for you. This situation, this environment is not right for you. It would implode in some way because God, the divine, the universe can foresee what we cannot. This rejection is your protection, and right now, God is wanting to restore hope in you after the trauma that you've had to heal from. You've gone through many setbacks in the last year, and so no is like not something you're really effing with right now, but you could be hearing it a lot. You could have been hearing no 4 or 5 times in the last week, and it was making you feel like, is there something wrong with me? Like, why don't people want to deal with me, date with me, talk with me, work with me? Don't feel bad about the no's, because there is a very big yes on the way. So this breakthrough is with the people that you are about to meet. You needed this message because in 5 to 7 days, everything's going to look different. You needed this message before the next week. Someone could be texting you things that doesn't sit well with you. You're going to be standing up for yourself. You're going to be speaking the truth instead of sugarcoating it. Maybe somebody asked you a question and you thought about sugarcoating it because you really didn't want to get into it. And you're like, you know what? No, let me tell you why this person had me all the way effed up. Let me really tell you why. I feel like people are really going to be taking your side. People that are not equipped to find the ladder and climb will not be allowed to be in your presence. They are being told themselves, they also have to listen to their own discernment of, do not mess with this person. You remember all the people in the past that knew not to mess with you and did it anyways. There are people right now that are going down in a, they're backsliding. I can't even find the words because I know Mercury's on the way. And I think when I'm filming this, it's a full moon. So bear with me as I find the words. But you're dealing with people that are blatantly miserable. And they're either intuitive or they're not. So if they are intuitive, they're going to look for any way to not offend you because they are listening to their own guides, their own spirit team, the universe, the divine, whoever, and they're being told, don't even think about it. If you feel like sabotaging, if you feel like you're going to have a bad day, you're going to mess with this chosen person, this earth angel, think twice. So they're bowing out like, oh, I can't. I want to, but I can't. Then you have the other people. They have their head up, they're behind. They don't know what's going on. They're bossy, they're a know-it-all, they're rude. They're the ones that are like being just typing away, telling you every which reason why they don't like you, why they don't F with you. And these are people you don't even know. So your light is doing a lot to the people around you. Let the no's fall where they may. Don't try to force it. Don't try to press it, because you are passing the test alone by being open-minded and going with the flow. Like, you know what? I was open-minded and that didn't work, so I'm going to take the high road. You know what? That didn't work over there, so I'm going to take the high road. Just keep going because you're going to hear yes. And this yes is going to blow you away. When I did your pre-pull, I needed to just stare at it. I was like, wait, what? Because I knew we were hearing no's and I knew it was for our protection, but it didn't mean that it felt good. It felt bad. It felt like, well, dang. This is like being picked last for dodgeball or kickball or any freaking team. You're too wise to be picked last. So anybody that's picking you last, they're not going to make you a top priority. And God does not want you around people that are not going to make you a top priority. So some of them are listening to the fact that they are not allowed to mess with you, and others are effing around and finding out by just the way that they have spoken to you, emailed you, texted you, or dealt with you in general. Okay, these people need to think very carefully. People are being warned all over the place because you are entering an era of having to you're on your comeuppance. So people are everywhere being warned, hey, you want to message them, you want to text them, think carefully. And some people are listening and some people are not. You're going to be able to differentiate the two. You're going to know the people that are scared to make you mad, they don't want to disappoint you, or they're just genuinely kind and have common sense. And then there's other people, they did not think twice. They're going to send paragraph after paragraph and they're going to show you that they're detached. They're not attached to their emotions. You are being brought people right now that are extremely talented, that have been properly vetted. So you're going to be hearing a lot of no's before you get that big yes. So if you just heard 4 to 6 no's and it hurt your feelings and you cried and you felt beside yourself, like, what the frick? Like, I'm the prize. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I do this all day, every day. Well, there's a lot of people around you, bestie. They don't do this all day, every day. Be amazing. Be the star. Light up the whole world. They don't be doing that on a regular schmegular Tuesday. You feel me? So they are being warned. People everywhere are being warned. Do not become obsessed with trying to wreck this person's life, because I will turn your whole life upside down before you can even blink or bat your eyes. Don't do it. Okay? Whoever wants to bring in interference, whoever is attempting it is not going to be feeling that well. You will always win. Even when you don't feel like you are, you're always winning. You're always landing on top. So I know that as you're putting yourself back together, it feels terrible that on top of that, people are like, I don't want to work with you. Oh, it's going to be too much work. I don't want to go out with them. It's going to be too much work. What you do speaks volumes. And that's what I love about my platform. I get the opportunity to tell you how amazing you are. Not to blow smoke up your behind, but to really tell you candidly that you are amazing. And that is why there's so much jealousy and so much envy and so much sabotage and so much mess that you're constantly walking away from. I'm seeing 11:11 on my timer. You are about to get the biggest wish fulfillment in love. People that you are destined to be around. You've been trying to find your forever home, your forever person. You've been looking and looking and looking. And you're like, oh my gosh, I got another no. It was starting to wear on you and starting to beat you down. You're really trying to not let it get the best of you. So do not give up hope, because you have love right around the corner. This is a big breakthrough on what you're going to be putting first. When I said, I was basically, I channeled this message and I was asking questions like, okay, we're getting a lot of no's. What's going to happen after? What is happening in the next week? Your breakthrough in love. Your money is shifting. You are becoming the Empress. You are going to be so happy that you might fall over, from laughing, from smiling. You might cry happy tears. Someone here could be getting pregnant. This is the birth of a whole new life. This is a new era with your finances, with your happiness, and what makes you feel fulfilled. So if you watch the last couple of messages, we've been talking a lot about gratitude. This gratitude is helping you bring in the biggest yes after all of these no's that were not a right fit for you. I got the 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Empress, the 10 of Cups, the Star, the Sun, the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So you have someone coming in that is about their business. They're good at protecting and providing, and you need somebody loyal. You need somebody that's going to protect and provide. So mark this day, because I said what I said when I said it. You have another person that's coming in that is kind, thoughtful, sweet. You're used to dealing with people that are emotionally manipulative. So you are about to have a happy home. You are going to stand on healthy boundaries. You might be inheriting something. I don't even know. It's like you might, like your spiritual inheritance is here. While we are in this era of taking care of ourselves, being thoughtful, being affectionate, pampering ourselves, people are like, dang, who takes care of them like that? People are seeing like, oh my gosh, did they have a sugar daddy? Are they a sugar baby? Yeah, the universe is your sugar daddy. God is your sugar daddy. The divine is your sugar daddy. That's what's up. Affirm it below. That's what's up. The universe is my sugar daddy. That's what's up. I can't. People want to get a closer view to see who takes care of them like that. How do they afford that? Who's paying for that? Where'd they get that bag from? I wonder how much it costs for them to get their hair done. People are judging you right now. So you are going from 0 to informed. Look, bougie. You're going from 0 to informed real freaking quick. People want to believe that you are creating an image of wealth. And whether you're faking it till you make it, you know you're not an imposter. You know that you will be wealthy. You know that you will be the first millionaire or billionaire in your family. You deserve the finer things in life, and you are finally reaching for it. But yeah, people want to make you feel like you're not really bougie. It reminds me of Pretty Woman. She's like, I got money to spend in here. They're like, we don't have anything for you. That is the type of rejection we're going through. Doesn't feel good. So we go back and we're like, I have all this money, and they wouldn't take it. They wouldn't help me. They were mean to me. All of those rejections, okay? Let's use the movie Pretty Woman. All of those rejections that she went through earlier in life led her to what? The biggest yes. And you remember when she's in the tub and she's geeked up. She's like, $3,000. That is a type of gratitude you guys have every day of the week. And Richard Gere is just like, oh my gosh, she's like the cutest thing ever. She's like really excited about $3,000. That is how our angels and ancestors be looking at us. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Like, look how happy they are. Oh my gosh, they don't even know that there's more on the way. You think that she thought past her first night with Richard Gere? Do you think that she thought past the week that she was going to spend there? No. I mean, she started towards the end, but you are in here knowing your worth. So yeah, the people rejected you in the store. Yeah, we don't have anything for you. And you're like, well, I got money to spend in here. And they're like, bye. That hurts. People wanted to publicly embarrass you. There's all types of rejection that you're dealing with. Public rejection, email rejection. You're like, I'm getting rejected by all these different devices and portals. But you'll never forget the day. You're going to have a whole bunch of places to go because God is taking you to new area codes, new zip codes. Like, hey, let's go to this side of town. Do you think that Julia Roberts, before being on Hollywood Boulevard, was like, yeah, I'm going to go to Rodeo Drive and get a Louis Vuitton? No. She had a safety pin holding up her boot. She wasn't thinking about no Louis Vuitton. She was thinking about her rent. You are showing people, I deserve to be here. Do you know how long it took me to believe that? Now, in Julia Roberts, the Pretty Woman movie, in their real time, it took a week for her to see her value. Like, yeah, I do deserve that. I do deserve good things. So you're going to be going in there to all the places that treated you like dirt, rejected you. God is going to exalt you in front of everyone. You're going to be hair flipping. Big mistake, huge. I have to go shopping now. Like, I was in here yesterday and you wouldn't wait on me. Oh my gosh, what? Who is this girl? You know? They're like, did she come in here yesterday? I don't remember that girl. Because you look different now. They could never imagine the things that you've been through. But just like Julia Roberts, our feelings still get hurt. Like, oh my gosh, they don't want to wait on me. So she's like, you work on commission, right? They're like, yeah, we'll be your best friend now because now you look the part. Big mistake. Huge. This is the collective right now. This is the Earth Angels. We're like, oh my gosh, they won't let me shop here. They don't want to be my friend. They don't, like, I am good enough, but they're trying to always make me feel like I'm not good enough. They're gatekeeping. They're trying to deny me access. That is what's going on. Like, no. No. These struggles are ending. And God's going to be showing you off. You remember when Richard Gere was like, they're not nice to people. They're nice to credit cards. And he goes in there and he's like, we're going to need a whole lot of kissing up. Not for me, but for her. And they're just like, okay, bro, we got you. How much money are we thinking about spending? And he's like, really what? Or really offensive? He's like, we're really offensive. He's like, I like this guy. People wanted something from you and God is not going to let them have it. God is like Richard Gere. The divine is like Richard Gere. Like, this is mine. Mine. Ain't she cute? She's a dime. Don't be getting crazy. You are the arm candy of this season, and it's just getting started. You've had to work through so much to feel this type of loyalty, this type of love, this type of access to things that you haven't seen before. You are Julia Roberts in the bathtub. $3,000. Oh my gosh. What? Remember when she's taking the bath? Like, can I take a bath? Can I take a swim in your tub? And he's like, I mean, yeah, go for it. And she's singing Prince. And she's just happy. This is what the divine wants to see. The divine wants to bring you other people that love it when you're happy. Do you know how hard that is to find? That's like a parent's love for a child. I love it when they're happy. I love it. Look at that. They're squealing and laughing. And that's God's love for us. That's the divine's love for us. Look at how happy they are. I love it when they're happy. You are being brought soulmates, soul tribe. People that are allowed to collaborate with you, that will love making you happy, that are proud of their work. They are proud of what they do. They have similar core values. That are also going to want to show you off. Oh my gosh, look, I will never forget the first hairdresser I ever went to. I will never forget. And when I met her, I was bartending and she was like, I want to do your hair. And I was like, okay. She's like, I want to do your hair and I want to show you off. And I was like, huh? You have people that are going to want to show you off. Do you have people in your life like that right now? No. They're like, don't at me. Oh my gosh, don't tell people. God doesn't want you dealing with people like that aren't proud that you were their friend, that you were their lover. They feel like they got to live a double life. They got to hide you. No. You have been somebody's secret before. You've had to hide who you are. This is not that. Not anymore. Not anymore. God is making your enemies adult right now. They're not liking the adulting that's going on. There is going to be some type of justice or karma for those that have been spreading some malicious gossip about you. I don't know who that is, but they're going through karma. God is plucking people out of the equation that hide the truth, that want to, in reality, breadcrumb you, not really make a commitment. They're not serious about making any real effort with you. There's a lot of gossip about you at this time. People talking about, oh my gosh, did you see what they were wearing? You are allowed to clap back. And I said that in the beginning. You're going to be telling people, they didn't treat me nice. They didn't treat me nice. It's literally like Richard Gere. He's like, oh my gosh, didn't you have so much fun shopping? I'm surprised that you only got one dress. And you're like, they weren't nice to me. You're going to have acquaintances like that Oh my gosh, did you see what's their name? They're so nice. I love them. And you're like, they weren't nice to me. That's how you freaking know you're an earth angel. If I don't tell you that you're a freaking earth angel, but it doesn't feel good when it's happening. It feels like they're going to laugh at me. They don't like me. They don't think I'm worthy to be here. You are more than worthy to be here. Affirm it below. This is my comeback. This is my clap back. Let me reintroduce myself. I am chosen. I am an earth angel. Capiche? Yeah, you're gonna be telling people, yeah, they didn't treat me nice. They weren't nice to me at all. So you got friends coming in like, don't you talk to my friend like that. Are you crazy? And you're just being honest. You're not sugarcoating that they weren't nice to you. Your enemies are on a very slippery slope. The ones that were warned and didn't listen. The ones that were warned and didn't listen. Oh, are they in for a treat? They're in for a very, very rude awakening from this recent chain of events. I'm seeing that you are being brought people that are very loving. They're going to want to take pictures with you. They're going to want to show you off. That's something I'm channeling that's big. I don't normally get energy like that. Because that might make you uncomfortable. Normally it would feel like love bombing, but this isn't love bombing. Oh my gosh, look, we got yes again, but in a different deck. Prepare to be all smiles. Prepare to be excited. It doesn't feel good right now. These no's, let them fall where they may. I didn't even see that these fell. You know how to get what you want. Affirm it below. I know how to get what I want. I know how to get what I want. Message is getting around quickly about you. And this is the before. Okay? This is before the extreme makeover. You are about to be extremely made over. You're probably thinking, I'm just trying to maintain. I'm just trying to heal. There's better. Trust me, I didn't even know that there was better, but there's better. There's way better. You are about to get a lucky break. Affirm it below. You are about to get a lucky break. All these no's were worth it. All of these no's were worth it because they were not worthy. They were not worthy. Yeah, God's bringing you a different network. You were like, oh, I think I have friends over here. This is perfect for, let me stand up. This is perfect. You're thinking like you should be over here looking at, your friends, whatever. And God's like, no, I got to take you over here. And you're like, I don't want to drive over there. What do you mean? Yeah, you've been over here the whole time. We got to go over here. You're like, riddle me. Riddle me what? Where do we got to go? You have tough skin. You got this. You are a badass. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I've been working all day. You are going to become instantly famous. Like, oh my gosh, I just saw the most beautiful person ever. Yeah, they're not even a model. Like, I don't know. I just saw the most beautiful. They were just glowing and prepare to fly. Your wings are here. Prepare to fly. Your wings are here. Is there anything else that the collective needs to know? Oh, don't hold back. Your advice is to not hold back with the things that you need to say. Imagine if Julia Roberts never went into that store and said, remember you wouldn't wait on me, boopity boopity boop. Imagine. Don't hold back. That's closure for you. Think twice before you judge. Think twice before you just be throwing whatever at glass houses. Think twice before you treat somebody like that again. That's why you're the earth angel. You don't have to cry. Oh! Justice. Justice. You got so many major arcana. You got Justice, the Lovers, the Empress, the Sun. What else did you get? Yeah. You got the Lovers, the Empress, the Sun, the Star, and Justice. I don't know who you are. You better tell me in the comments who you are. I don't know who you are, but you are bad. Don't you even be so like worried and all in your feelings about how these people just told you no. They are not worthy of your company. But I know it hurts. I know it hurts to be crapped on when you dealt with that your whole life. It takes you right back to when you were small. It's that validating that you're not worthy enough, you're not good enough. That you are. You're standing on strength. You're going to transmute this into your lucky break. You are being led out of the darkness. You are being led out of the forest. This is a lot of that. All of these major arcana are really like amplifying and gassing up your 10 of Pentacles. Gassing up your 10 of Cups. Okay? Like, what? Your Ace of Swords, your 4 of Wands. Things are being revealed. You're cashing checks. You are cashing checks. We have the Sun. Like, you guys, hold on. We have the Sun. We have the Star card. We have the Empress. We have the 10 of Cups. You guys, I was so shook. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to look. Like, what's the pre-pull going to look like? And I was like, whoa. What? Prepare to have the spiritual tingles that you waited, that you kept an open mind. So one thing I really want to like press upon you is patience. Wherever you felt you needed to rush, don't rush. Whatever timeline you wanted to expedite, don't do it. Really listen to your intuition. Your intuition is going to be telling you certain things that are wrong and that are not wrong. And that could be, you know what? I have a feeling I shouldn't go there. I'm not going to go there. I have a feeling that I should stand firm on this boundary. I'm going to do that. I have a feeling that I should cut this person off. I'm going to do that. Really listen to yourself because you are wise. You are wise beyond your years. And you are going to be coming in contact with other very successful, fulfilled, and happy people. The other people that were telling you no, they're just doing things just to do things. They're just beep, boop, beep, boop. They're just going through the motions. They don't understand you because you are the glitch in the system. They're like, how come they're so happy? How come they stand so tall? That's another thing you're going to be noticing. Okay, I've just channeled that. The people that that's telling you no, they don't have good posture. They don't have good posture. They hunch over. They slouch. They hold a lot of tension in their shoulders and their neck. Not to say that a lot of us don't, but you still carry yourself differently. Even on your worst day, you're still standing up straight. So that could be something synchronistic that you're seeing or noticing in the people that are rejecting you. Rejection doesn't feel good. It never feels good. But you are going through an ascension and not everybody can go with you, not even the new people. Not even the new people, not everybody in the new environment gets to go on this ride, gets to go on this journey with you. And so a lot of them are being warned. Again, people all around you are being warned. If you're not tall enough to get on this ride, if you are not tall enough to ride this ride, don't you even think about it. Don't think about lying about your height. Don't do it. I'm going to pick up what fell on the ground. But before I do that, you get to explore. All Spirit wants you to do right now, all the Divine wants you to do is enjoy exploring. Enjoy what you love doing. Find that balance between love and work, play and work. Though you love all of these things that you do, you need more of a balance. I resonate with that because I love what I do, but I need to have a better balance of that. You are going to be getting really good news You are going to be getting really good news. The people that you are supposed to be in contact with are very confident. They're also a light. They're an earth angel. They're chosen. So really think about that. Do you think that you and the frequency that you vibrate at, do you think that these people, like, you go to one area and there are just a whole bunch of them there? No, there's probably only one. So let's say you go to school and you're taking a new class. There might be one person in there that is good enough to be dealing with you on the daily, good enough to be texting you. Not saying that you're above people, but you have to be really careful who you exchange energy with. And if you learned anything in this last year, you learned to be very careful about who you exchange your energy with on a daily basis, that your body will reject. So not only are you feeling rejected, but this is to help you before your body would reject them, before your health would decline, before your mind, body, and soul would start declining. You are about to get very happy news about something that you've been praying for. I mean, praying like, God, please. If this is written anywhere in my destiny, please help a girl out, help a boy out, help an earth angel out. Like, please. Something that you have been praying for is being restored. And I feel like one of the things that you've been asking for is something that you never thought you could happen. Like, let's say you wanted to make 40 G's a month, you wanted to make 20 G's a month, you wanted to make 10 G's a month, whatever it is, that type of ish is coming in. That ain't no joke. You're about to be the silent millionaire over here, just stacking it. Hand over fist. So from it below, I'm just stacking it hand over fist. I got blessings, hand over fist, money, hand over fist. Something that you really wanted. I mean, if you're sitting here, nothing's going good, nothing's going right, I don't know why I'm hearing no, I thought this was my season, like, what's happening? No, those are not the right people. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. The right house, the right home, the right environment, the right neighborhood, the right realtor, the right landlord, the right neighbor. The universe has specific plans for you. Keep rocking at the frequency of gratitude and let these no's fall where they may. Affirm it below. I'm going to let these no's fall where they may. I got big yeses on the way. That is nothing to play with. These yeses are going to knock you on your behind. You're, oh my gosh, like it's so big. You're like, what? How? I was getting told no. I was out here feeling like an orphan, feeling rejected, like nobody likes me. Nobody wants to work with me. Some of these people are not worthy. And you might go back and forth on should I not with certain people. You're going to get clear directions on whether you do that. I'm seeing some people are willing to compromise to have you in their life. So pay attention to that. If they choose to, you will know if they're really trying to do that. Some people maybe got a glimpse of what it would be like without you in their life. And they're like, wait a minute. Where did you go? Where are you going? And there's other people that took the coward way out. People that are fraudulent, they can't be around you for too long. They can only handle you in very small doses. So you just found a whole bunch of people out. They can't handle you. They don't even know what to do when you're around. You are this walking mirror showing them, I'm not happy with my life. I'm not happy with my person. I'm settling. I'm not holding healthy boundaries. I fight with everybody. I'm messy. And I mean messy as in, starting drama and stirring the pot. You're dealing with some people that are messy. And the universe does not want you to have more messy people entering this chapter. They need to exit stage left. Look at this. You have the green light. Prepare to be satisfied. Go for it. Extreme. satisfaction. Not as regular, smegular satisfaction. Extreme satisfaction. Let's say you heard a no. And you thought, well, I thought that was going to be the easy answer. I thought it was going to be so easy for this person to help me or go out with me. And you just took it. You're like, okay, it sucks. I don't like it, but whatever. It's not for me. It is not for me. And you're going to hear a voice. Go a little bit further. No, but it's too far. No, go a little bit further. Drive a little bit longer. Talk a little bit like you're gonna go the distance. Not because you're panicked, not because you're paranoid, Mercury, not because you're paranoid, because you feel like open-minded. You're being prompted, like, okay, let's try this out. Let's go the distance. Let's see. Especially if it has to do with driving. Especially if it has to do with driving. I feel like you are in a particular area, no matter where you are in the world when you're watching this, there is a particular area that you're in where people are very fake, generally speaking. They try to have this persona on social media that they can do things like you, but they can't. And so God is like, hold on, you need to get out of this area, and this area. I'm taking you over here. And you're like, I don't want to go over there. That's too far. But imagine if you had to go even further than that. So let's say it's a 1 hour drive. You're like, I'm not trying to go anywhere that's a 1 hour drive. And God's like, well, would you take a 2 hour drive or a 4 hour drive? And you're like, I'll take the 1 hour drive. You're about to get approved for something that you have been waiting for. You've been waiting for this. People that don't make you feel bad for being charming, for being funny. God is getting rid of the frauds. Like, let me get the frauds up out of here, because there's a lot of them. Just when you were thinking, I got rid of everybody, we still have to make sure the people trying to come in are not fraudulent, are not overhyped, because you are the GOAT. You are the greatest of all time. People that are not serious, the playboys, the bad boys, the people that are not planning on committing, they are being warned. If you are not going to make the commitment and if you are not going to go the distance, get the frick up out of here. If you think that this is going to be something that just is going to pass the time, no. Go get a hobby. Okay, go get a hobby. You're going to get an invitation to go somewhere after you heard a no. You're like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to drive there. I don't want to do that. Something's going to be prompting you to do that. Let me know what that is in the comments if you guys feel like sharing. Yeah, the vibe is different where you are about to go. So maybe you were trying to read a situation, you're like, I thought the vibe was decent here, but there was one bad apple. And the one bad apple is going to be where your body starts wreaking havoc, your mind, your soul. No. Because you can sense something. Let's say you like one person in this environment a lot and you feel safe with them and you like them because they maybe have the same type of frantic, fun, talkative energy as you. But you know that feeling when you're watching other people watch this person you're talking to and you can see them judging them like, oh, they talk too much, they need to hurry up. This is why they're not being promoted, they talk too much. You guys ever see that? We all see that in public and in different places that we go. So if that is how they're looking at them, that person can't even read it correctly. Do you think that person's supposed to be around you? I don't think so. So listen to your intuition. You're going to get a feeling. You're going to start seeing auras. You are not tripping out. However, you were just rejected. They're going to try to make you feel like that's an illusion. Something that is so normal to you. Anybody that's acting like that is an illusion, that's not true, run. Literally run. If you're trying to work with someone and you're like, yeah, this is the type of music that I make, and they're like, no. And you're like, what do you mean, no? That's the type of music that I make. And I've been doing it for a long time, and they're like, nah. You can't even take them seriously. This is how these people are. That is why you're hearing no. Think about how they're looking at other people, scoping at other people. They're going to do that to you. God is saying, I warned them. Now I'm warning you. Take the L. Take the no. Let the no's fall where they may and move on. Because there's a lot of people trying to lead a double life, scamming and frauding and overhyping themselves. But they do not have the receipts to back it. They do not have the things to prove it. So you need to go where people are better equipped, and that is where you are being led. You are being led to the sunshine, to the abundance, to the land of the free. You are being led to where the sunflower, it's like Candyland. That's where you're going. That is where you're going. We have gatekeep. Somebody wants to gatekeep you or gatekeep from you. Somebody not only wants to swerve you, you're going to be seeing this a lot. These no's, they hurt, they sting. Because it's reminding you of the rejection. I feel like you're better equipped now. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. You've worked through a lot, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt when people are like, oh my gosh, I got to do all of this to swerve you. Oh my gosh, I got to do all this to deny access to you. Somebody could have tried to bring you in and said, oh my gosh, let me look at that. I want to see if I can figure out a way to help you. And then the next day they were like, that was a whole scam to get you a little bit closer so they could really look you up and down. And in their head, they were literally saying to you, oh, I want to see how I can help. I'm trying to think of an example. Let's say you rescue animals. And you're like, yeah, I rescued an animal today. They're like, oh my gosh, let me see. I want to help. So you're like, okay, cool. They want to help. But the whole time, they're not looking at the dog that you just rescued. They're looking at you. Like, so they're Mother Teresa or what? All the little things running through their head. God sees what they're thinking. We don't always. We go for the vibe and the era. Oh my gosh, Mercury, I can't. If this is the pre-shadow, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. But we feel the aura. We're like, if I feel uncomfortable, I'm leaving. But people around you, they might be getting really good at, while you're feeling uncomfortable, trying to say something like, no, don't feel uncomfortable because I want you here. I'm going to do this for you. I want to support. I want to help. You're going to see where it's a scam. Somebody is trying to keep you out of something. I don't know why. Well, I know why. They're not supposed to have access to you. But somebody wants to deny you access. Like, oh, you're not cool enough to come into this club. You're not cool enough to come into this party. It's going to feel like 8th grade revenge. It's going to feel like 8th grade rejection. That is an initiation that you're going through right now. Like, dang, does anybody want to be my friend? What the frick? You are an earth angel. You're pretty freaking cool. So this is the opposite problem that you had when you felt like an ugly duckling. Or when you were the black sheep. Now you know you're the bee's knees and people still acting the same. So it's time for you to deny access, to limit, to call back your power, to gain the control again in your life. So you are about to change. You might be annoyed because you keep having to change direction abruptly. You're like, I heard a no, swerve. Heard a no, switch lanes. Heard a no, walking away. Because people are being like, come here. Oh my gosh, come here. That bracelet is so pretty. Oh my gosh, where did you get it? Oh my gosh, it's the ugliest freaking bracelet I've ever seen. That is how people are treating you right now. They want to send you for a loop. Make you feel bad that they're not interested. And you're like, I don't care. They don't understand how thick your skin is. They have no idea who they're talking to. No idea. See these breadcrumbs? We are being taken away from that. Like, oh, you wanted to breadcrumb me. They're like, oh my gosh, no, no, these aren't regular breadcrumbs. These are glow in the dark. Come on, come on. I've got candy too. No. They were going to avoid making any real effort. This is what God and the divine and the universe is trying to save us from. People that were going to avoid making any real effort. They were bringing us in to play the mind games. Things are being revealed. Holy macaroni. I'm so shook. I'm so shook by this message. All of these no's were vital for your transformation. They were so important. You're going to have all the feels. It's time to have some good feels. So this is all going to be unfolding within the next week. The next 5 to 7 to maybe even 9 days are going to be very interesting after a whole bunch of no's. No, I don't like you. No, I don't want to be with you anymore. No, I don't want you working here anymore. I mean, you dealt with a lot of different type of rejection. You dealt with people ghosting you, ending things abruptly, treating you like you have just an unexplainable amount of love coming in. I'm so excited for you. How you are navigating through this popularity, going viral, like you are just so graceful. You are so graceful. You are a born leader. People, like, we need a leader like you. We need a leader like you. Oh, let me pick up these ones that fell on the ground. Hold up. Before I get into the advice, I feel like it's going to be confirmation for the things that we were talking about. You're going to be popping. It's going to be so popping. It's like fluorescent. Okay, we have acting fake. They thought they could hide behind something, but they're showing you who they are. They're like, oh my gosh, we're going to be friends forever. And then they ghost you because you tell them the truth. They disappear because you tell them the truth. And you know that they're full of it. You remember, you've been praying for these type of opportunities. You've been praying for this type of happiness. Oh, look, I love this card. You're going the distance. You're going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. Reluctantly crouched at the starting line. You were reluctantly crouched at the starting line. You're like, engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes. The flag goes up. That's you. You're like, I'm supposed to be in this race. You're going to win, duh. You're going to win. But there were some two-faced, toxic ashtrays that came in like, oh, hey, girl, hey, hey, boy, hey. They were the conflict of interest. Now bye. Okay? You are the original gangster of everything that you do, and you have authentic, long-term support coming in. People are going to feel like this is a love at first sight. I'm in love. I am in love. Prepare to be very charming. These other people, they don't want you to feel like you're charming. You are. They don't like how, they just feel like it's too easy for you. Let's get some advice. We have wounds. Oh my gosh. I rest in you, Spirit, so I can heal and see through the storm. I rest in you, Spirit, so I can heal and see through the storm. This reminds me of like when Cinderella gets her dress torn up and we're just like, I guess I'm not going to the ball. Nope, your fairy godmother is on the way. So like even Cinderella was like, I'm going. Yay, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm not going. They just tore my dress up. Okay, cool, whatever. Nope. As you're crying, here comes your fairy godmother. These are iconic yeses. Life-changing yeses. Yeses that are big breakthroughs. I'm telling you. Okay, anything else for the collective? The number 23 could be important. You guys could like the song 23 by Miley Cyrus. Ooh, caught it. We have sharing. I renounce my mask, so I am seen by my kin. You had to be a lesser version of yourself more as more and more time passed by when you're around these people, because they were making you feel uncomfortable. They were putting all of the work on you. So now you're like, you know what? That version of me is gone. I renounce that era. I renounce that mask. That's not me. That is not me. I am allowed to want what I want. I'm allowed to have the boundaries that I have. I'm allowed to tell the truth. So you're like, I renounce my mask, so I am seen by my kin. You are going to be seen by the people, your soul tribe, the soulmates, your kin, the people that are supposed to see you. You're like, I'm right here. I'm right here. This is so cute. Wow, that is so freaking cute. Okay, what else? We have crone. Such mysteries I hold, but as one we build the story whole. Your story is not yet complete. The rest is still unwritten. And you have better chapters coming up. The last couple of chapters were like a little negative, but you still mustered the strength. How do you say it? You still mustered up the strength. I was saying it like it's mustard, but you guys know what I mean. It's been a mystery to you how this is all going to pan out. But it is all going to be for your highest good. It is all going to be for your highest good. So the story is about to be made whole. There are better chapters on the way. Affirm it below. There are better chapters on the way. We have witch. Toil and boil. Spirit of infinity. My seas of hope always spread wider. So you could have been feeling so hopeless. Just so much hopelessness last week. Dang, is this what this is going to be like? Every time I get 2 steps forward, oh, no, rejection. You're like, oh my gosh. And I see you just taking a minute. Like, I'm going to be calm. Like, I'm not being punked, but they're not for me. This rejection is for my protection. This rejection is for my protection. So your hope is being spread further and further and further, and it's reaching other people. Your hope, your prayers are reaching other avenues, other zip codes, other area codes. We have elders. Knowledge is a meadow where any flower is for me to pick. People do not like how knowledgeable you are. They're like, why do they think they just be knowing stuff? Because I like reading, I like learning, I like knowing stuff, I like helping people. You could be around a lot of people that feel like they've been doing something longer than you, or they're licensed to do something, and this is why you surpass experts. I made a message about that you will surpass experts, celebrities, gurus, teachers, doctors. It's from a couple months ago. But that could have been your message if you've been with me for a couple of months at least. Knowledge is a meadow where any flower is for me to pick. We can all choose to learn or not learn. And we have Litha. Harvest as attention goes to the little things. Today's care is tomorrow's offering. All of that care, those prayers, that hope, that gratitude of today, that is tomorrow's offering. That offering is coming in quick. Those yeses are coming in quick. Because all these other people were going to do was just like blow smoke up your behind. You are the seer. If in the maze I trust the path, I'll see clearly where spirit leads. You will see clearly why you were led here. Oh, I needed those no's. Yeah, this is a lot better over here. This is a lot better over here. And then last but not least, we have Secret Garden. Whispered in my ear if I listen, and I will raise my hope when I despair. I feel like you guys have been tuning in to different ways to calm yourself down, to not take things so personally, When you are feeling like you're in despair, when you're feeling restless, when you're feeling hopeless, you're like, you know what? Maybe that doctor doesn't know everything. I'm going to try it my way and see how I react. Not because you're trying to be like, I know better than you, because you are listening to you, your future self, your higher self, your angelic spirit team. Like, you're listening to them. Sometimes these people are like, that's a cash grab. You're now seeing that. Whatever era you just went through where people were really scamming and conning and money grabbing all the time, listen to that. Because now you see people in front of you that could have the same type of thing going on, and you're about to put an end to it. Like, you know what? Let me cancel that appointment. Let me wait. I'm going to wait. Let me see how I heal on my own. Let me see how I do on my own. And then if all else fails, I'll come back. You know? Some people might be trying to make you feel like, oh no, you can't do this on your own. There are some things that you can do on your own, especially when you're listening to your intuition. If you have a doctor that wants you to do a whole bunch of methods, and it's just madness, and you've been doing it for months, and you've been doing it their way, and maybe you're sometimes getting better, but maybe you're like, I could try on my own and not be paying this crazy bill every so often, you know? Don't let these people try to spit game at you. You know better, okay? You are the Spitfire. You are. You are the spiritual knockout. You are. You are not going to let people judge you unfairly. You're like, I am not going to apologize. You judge me unfairly. Kick rocks. You're going to have unpopular opinion, but the unpopular opinion is going to be with the experts. You have a lot of wisdom. Stand on that. I just see you being you don't care if you're unpopular. You've had too many things backfire on you to not know what you know. So you're going to say that. Even if people laugh at you, you're like, I have to say what I say. I have to say it. Even if you guys don't like it. Because this is important. People are like, oh my gosh, like this doesn't even make sense. Well, it does to me. So just listen. Show your true self. Be honest with yourself. Be honest in general. Avoid hidden motives. Tell people what time it is. But yeah, there are some people that are going to try to pull it up out of you, like pop off. Let me see them pop off. They want to pull your temperamental side out. I do see you guys getting a lot of attention for the way that you handle things, for the way that you are able to put out fires. They're like, oh my gosh, I have never seen anyone put out fires like that. Run figure eights like that. Stand on that strength that you are the GOAT. This is why news is traveling fast. This is why a lot of people are gossiping about you. They're like, oh my gosh, I saw them at work in their element. They're a beast. They're a savage. They're like, wow. 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 I am getting that this is also going to be a season where people really want to take care of you. You're not used to that. So whoever is plotting revenge and trying to get payback, they're just really wasting their time. People that wanted to stop you from getting access, you're getting access to the penthouse. Okay, they didn't even want you to stay in this one suite, but you're getting access to the penthouse. They don't like that. Oh, well. Oh, well. This is big news. This is really big news. Again, we have the Empress. The Star. Let's see. We have the Lovers. We also had gotten Justice. Oh no, where'd I put the Sun? Oh no, I hope I didn't accidentally put it. I'll find it. But yeah, there are people that really wanted to make things hard for you. And oh my gosh, all these no's were worth it. All of these no's were so worth it. Enjoy this breakthrough. You are being brought the right people. Okay, you are being brought the right people. I love you guys so much. Let me know what's going on in the comments. And yeah, if you are on Patreon, there are a lot of new messages that are going to be uploaded for you guys. So thank you for your patience. I was taking some time off, some much needed time off. And remember that if you are on Patreon, there are over 200 messages that you can access ad-free as long as you are a member. And yeah, that link is in the description box. Don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation, smash the you know what, hit the bell, you don't want to miss out. Thank you guys so much for letting me be a part of your path. I know that you've been feeling really rejected or like, what is wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. So if you made it all the way to the end of this message, I want you to drop the thumbs up. Okay, any type of thumbs up, because you have the green light. All of these no's led you to this point. It's going to be a very interesting week. Very interesting. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.